Hi guys, so today we are starting with our first ever video and we are starting with ethics. So first of all, let's see the syllabus. I'll try to cover every unit in one single video. Starting from today, I'll try to cover this whole unit from here till here in today's video. So let's start. First, we study about the meaning of ethics. Ethics is a set of standards that society places on itself and which helps guides behavior, choice and action. This definition is given by second ARC report, and according to it, ethics is just a set of standards that society places on itself and which helps guide our behavior, choices and actions. After that, we study about dimensions of ethics. What type of ethics we have? We have personal ethics, we have professional ethics, we have social ethics, we have business ethics, we have environmental ethics and we have global ethics. Talking about personal ethics, moral values and principles that guides individual personal conduct. Example, honesty, integrity, trust, etc. Then we have professional ethics. Professional ethics are the standards of behavior expected in profession. Example, responsibility, confidentiality, etc. that we expect in a profession. Like when we go to a doctor, it's a responsibility of the doctor to give us true and fair medicine because we don't have any knowledge about medicine. So according to their profession, it's their responsibility to treat every patient fairly. Then we have social ethics. Ethical principles that promote justice, equality, respect and harmony in society. So whatever ethical principles that we have in a society and that one must follow to live in a society. Then we have business ethics that are moral practices followed by businesses. Example, fair trade, transparency, CSR that is corporate social responsibility. And in environmental ethics, there is concern for protecting nature, conserving resources and ensuring sustainable development. It can have afforestation, it can have reducing the use of plastics, etc. Then we have global ethics, ethical principles that addresses worldwide issues. Example, human rights, peace, international cooperation. After covering the dimension of ethics, we have now the determinants of ethics. Now what is the meaning of determinants? Determinants are the factors that influence whether a person behaves ethically or unethically. So determinants are the reasons behind our ethical behavior. कि हमारे जो ethical behavior है उसके पीछे का जो reason है वो किस किस उस पर डिपेंड करता है, किस किस फैक्टर पर डिपेंड करता है. फर्स्ट वन इज़ फैमिली. Family is the first one to teach us some ethical values, some ethical principles. Like family teaches us honesty, respect and kindness. Then we have education. Education helps us to understand right and wrong. Then we have religious and culture. It influences moral values and traditions. Then we have society and friends. Peer pressure can encourage or discourage ethical behavior. Then we have laws. Laws make people follow ethical standard because we have everything written in our constitution that what one must follow and what not. Then we have workplace environment. Honest organizations encourage ethical conduct. If the environment of the organization is very honest, is very transparent, then it also changes or it also influences the ethical conduct of a person. Now, what is the consequences of ethics? If we follow ethics, what are the consequences? It builds trust among people, it improves the reputation, it creates a fair and peaceful society, it reduces corruption, it strengthens relationships, it increases public confidence in institutions. Ethics in public and private relationship. This is a whole new topic. So, we have done till consequences of ethics. I hope everyone is getting very clear. And if you have any doubt, you can just comment me and I'll reply. Now, in this ethics in public and private relationship, let us understand the meaning of public relationship and the private relationship. Public relationship are those relationships that we do not inherit. Like we relationship with our friends, with our colleagues, with our employer, with our employees, etc. And the private relationships are those which we have from the date when we born, like relationship of a brother and sister. Private relationships include family, friends, relatives, and close acquaintances. Ethical behavior in these relationships is based on honesty and truthfulness, trust and loyalty, respect for others, love, care, and compassion. For example, by being truthful with family members, keeping promise to friends, and respecting others' feelings, we maintain our private relationship. Then moving to public relationship. It involves interaction with colleagues, customers, citizens, employers, employees, and society. Ethical behavior includes integrity and honesty, fairness and impartiality, transparency and accountability, and professionalism. Example, a public servant treating all citizens equally without discrimination, or a business manager dealing fairly with customers. So this is an example of public relationship. Now, moving to the next topic, we have human values. Now, what first question is, what is the meaning of values? Values are the moral principles. Values are the term value means to be worth of, right? So what are human values? Human values are the moral principles and qualities that guides human behavior and help individuals live responsibly and harmoniously with others. What is the difference between values and ethics? Values are personal beliefs and principles that guide an individual's behavior, whereas ethics are moral rules and standards that determine what is right or wrong in profession. So basically, ethics is for a larger group or for an organization or for a company, but values, they are individualistic. Each and every person has their own values, own set of beliefs. Now values, the source of values are family, culture, religion, etc. And the source of ethics are society, organization, profession, etc. Now important human values are honesty, integrity, compassion, respect, responsibility, justice, tolerance, empathy, kindness, courage, self-discipline, humility. I hope you all know the meaning of these terms, so I have not written any explanation of these. Now, lessons from personalities. We have very great personalities, and these are some of them, starting with Mahatma Gandhi. What we learn from Mahatma Gandhi? He taught us to practice truth and non-violence. Non-violence is known as ahimsa. Live a simple life with high moral values. Respect every individual and promote peace. Principle of Sarvodaya. Sarvodaya means welfare of all. If we break the term serve plus uday, serve is all and uday means rise, uplift. So it's welfare of all. Second one, we have Swami Vivekananda. He taught us self-confidence and faith in oneself, importance of education and character, service to humanity, hard work and perseverance. Then we have Jawaharlal Nehru. He taught us scientific temper and rational thinking through establishment of higher learning. He focused on imparting education to the young generation, to the children, so that they can also have rational thinking. Second one is democracy and secularism. He also taught us to be united in every situation. He also signed Panchsheel with China, which contains 5 principles. Those 5 principles are mutual respect for territorial integrity, mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference, mutual benefit, and peaceful coexistence. So these 5 principles tells us that Jawaharlal Nehru was a peace-loving person and he wants to resolve conflicts without war. Next we have Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Contributed in social reforms and equality as he was against caste-based oppression. Women's right in education, he worked for women's right in education. Fight against social evils. Freedom of thought. Then we have Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The first quality that he had was courage. He belonged to the Dalit community but still progressed with great courage and discrimination. Education and a means of liberation. He believed that if anyone want to be liberated, anyone want to have proper freedom, the only thing that he or she should have is education. So he insisted everyone to be educated in the society. Next quality he was having was equality. He believed that everyone is equal despite of the caste, of the religion, of the color, of anyone. Human dignity and rights. Then we have Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dream big and work hard to achieve goal. He will develop scientific thinking and innovation. Maintain honesty, discipline and patriotism. Now, what is the role of family and society and educational institution in inculcating values? We have learned the values and different personalities that have different values, that taught us different values. Now, what's the role of family and educational institution in inculcating values? We depend heavily on key caregivers early in life. This leads to intense emotional connectedness. From family, we acquire religious values, that is, valuing God, rituals, prayer, etc. Conformity values, that is, conforming to traditions. Materialistic values, that is, importance of money, importance of wealth, importance of possession, etc. Power or status values, that is, giving importance to authority, giving importance to the hierarchical order, etc. Then pro-social values, caring, love, forgiveness, respect, empathy, sympathy, all these are social values. Then values acquired from educational institution. From educational institution, we acquire the value of friendship, cooperation, to cooperate with friends, to cooperate with teachers, learning to share with non-family members, humility, respect, fairness, impartiality, determination, self-belief, kindness, gratitude, generosity, care, etc. So these all values we acquire from the educational institution. So with this we cover our first unit of ethics, and if we see, so we have covered essence, we have covered the determinants and consequences of ethics in human actions, we have covered dimensions of ethics, various dimensions. I hope you can able to recall now. Ethics in private and public relationships, then meaning of human values, lessons from the lives and teachers of great leaders. We have covered many great leaders also. The role of family, society and education institution in inculcating values. So basically this covers our unit 1 today. I hope to make a similar video tomorrow to cover the second unit. And all the content that I am using in this, I have already done so much research and development, and you can trust on me, you can believe in me. I have done a lot of research and development, and these are the short notes that I made from a compilation of every notes, every book and every PDF that I had. So with this, I'm winding up the video. Let's meet tomorrow, same time and with the second unit. Thank you so much.